Here is your full reading for the week. Please choose from group 1, 2 or 3. That's purple, pink or aqua. Take a moment to see which one resonates with you most today or choose between two groups. And I will be back with your reading. Welcome back group 1. If you've selected the purple or the amethyst crystal, then this is your reading. For you this week, I see you have challenges or hurdles around getting organised or getting things under control. I feel like you're planning or you're being strategic. It's like you're bringing around new opportunities, but I feel like you need to be very organised in this situation. I see you letting go of some things, almost like you're cleaning closets or metaphorically speaking, you're going through old things that no longer serve you and you're donating, gifting, throwing away in order for you to bring in the new energy. I feel like you're going to have a bit of an energy boost this week in that you're going to be feeling either more motivated or you'll feel like you have a little more energy this week than you have had in the last few weeks. And it's a good idea to use this energy to get things sorted. It's almost like in the last few weeks you haven't had a lot of energy, perhaps you've felt tired and things have got on top of you a little bit. Like things have got a bit out of control. And I'm seeing you this week trying to take some steps to organise yourself a little better, organise your time or organise your surroundings or the people around you. There's also some kind of beautifying going on as well. Some kind of, could be like a restructure or some kind of rebrand to either your business, your workplace or yourself or your relationships around you. But I feel like it's like you're cleaning up the image in some way. And that's going to give you a boost of motivation also that will make you feel more like you want to be around that situation. That's what I'm getting. So it's going to fill your heart with love and joy. I'm seeing the receiving card here and the heart full of love, but I feel like it's coming from something having a cleanup or a rebrand or looking at it in a different way. So it's like you're seeing it in a different light, and that's going to renew your love or passion for this thing, whether that's a person or a business or something around you. Okay, so I'm feeling also, so there's the energy boost and there's like the new opportunities. So new opportunities coming from you being very organised, or it's like getting your mind clear. So almost like setting resolutions at the beginning of the year. It's like the halfway point of the year. So it's like resetting those affirmations or those resolutions and in a more positive light or a more practical way that you're going to be able to achieve them. It's like perhaps the ones you've set earlier in the year have not gone to plan and things have gone very chaotic. It's almost like unforeseen circumstances have popped up during the first half of the year so that you haven't been able to achieve the things that you set out to achieve at the beginning of the year. I do see you resetting those goals or reevaluating to perhaps make things more achievable. It's like, you're not going to, it's not like you're going to make the goals unobtainable. It's like you're making them very practical or on a level that you know you'll be able to get through during the second half of the year. So again, I see you uprooting, sorting out, removing the things in your life that are not working. So things that have made your life seem very chaotic, unstructured or unorganised, they're the things that you're going to be targeting over this next coming couple of weeks. It's an ideal time with the energy and the motivation that you have right now to try and get these sorted, because who knows when this energy is going to return. So make the most of it. I feel like it's to do with where the sun is placed at the moment. The placement of the sun in astrology is giving you more life force and more vitality at this time. So it can also be used for self-expression or authority, and that being that giving you the authority to make the changes that need to be made. But I do feel like there's some things that are hidden, have been swept under the rug, and they're the things that you're also going to shine a light on and take this time also to get those sorted. I feel like there is some kind of changes or obstacles that have been in your path over the last 6 months. They're the ones that you're going to shine a light on and try and get those situations sorted. So I do see you letting go of things. And I feel like it's to do with letting go of, it could be people in your life, it could be situations you know are not working for you, or it could be that you're letting go of situations that are unachievable. So goals perhaps that you have set for yourself that are now unachievable. I feel like you'll be letting those go, and you'll be doing a little bit more planning, and you'll be working on things that now it's like you're grounding yourself, you're bringing yourself back down to earth. It's like your goals were very high, very pie in the sky kind of goals, out of reach, and it's like, or even just scattered. It could just be that they were scattered. You didn't put enough thought into them. You had a couple of ideas, but you didn't give it enough planning or enough thought or enough steps. And I feel like that's perhaps why you haven't felt like you've achieved very much in the last 6 months. So that's where you're going to be setting clearer goals. They may not be big goals, they may just be small, but I feel like you're going to set more achievable, clearer goals coming up for you. But I do feel like that's in the second half of the year. I feel like you're either receiving something, so receiving something new, a fresh new look, something about, it could be where you're living, it could be to yourself. I feel like there's a fresh new look coming up for you, and that's going to help your heart or help receive. It could be some of you receiving new love as well. I see new opportunities, but I also see the love cards here as well. So lots of pink around the heart. So for some of you, it could be cleaning up the way you think, the way you look, and therefore attracting to you beautiful, positive experiences. And that could be in the areas of relationships. It could be also in the other areas as well. It is a group reading, not a one-on-one reading, so it's going to resonate differently for different people. But I am seeing down the bottom relationships, because I see the receiving and the heart full. So I do see that there is going to be some kind of, in the second half of the year, starting from this week when you're getting yourself sorted, it starts with going through and cleaning up things that are holding you back, or the things that are not serving you anymore. Those are the things that you're going to be cleaning from your life. It's like you're giving your life a whole new outlook, new energy. It's like vibration raising or new energy coming in for you. And they're the things that's going to attract to you the things that you're wanting to achieve. So whether that's a new relationship or a rekindling of a relationship, more energy around your heart, so whatever your heart is in, so whether that's something you enjoy doing or a person you enjoy being around, or you're trying to attract a person into your life, whether that's relationship or friendship, I feel like these things are coming for you because you're going to be cleaning up your energy, cleaning up your thought patterns, cleaning up everything in your life, and that's going to be able to, so the universe can therefore bring through and manifest for you those loving energies that you're craving. Let me just see if there's anything else in this reading for you, Group 1. I see the cards. The cards are very beautiful, actually. There's no chaos in these cards. They're very positive cards, but all it's saying is that the first half of the year perhaps hasn't been enough motivation or enough clarity in your goals, but I do feel like coming up now, you're coming up into a much higher energy. So it's, the energy shifting for you. It's perhaps where the sun is placed, as we said, in your chart, is illuminating your path a lot clearer. So it's like you've got a clearer path going forward, and that's what's going to help you. Where we have the hidden realms of the 12th house, there's things that have been out of your view, and that could have been goals out of your view because you're not manifesting, or it could actually be problems or situations or obstacles that have been out of your view. Those things are being brought to light now, as we see in the astro cards at the end. We have the 12th house, the sun energy, and the 6th house. So therefore 6th house is hurdles, your health. It could be your health as well, and obstacles around you. The sun will bring self-expression for you, could also be related to the father, but the sun is going to highlight these areas and shine a light on these areas for you, and also shine a light on the hidden realms, so things that have been hidden from your view. The energy I feel for you is a little flat, but I do see cards here that are saying the energy is raising. You're about to get an energy boost, and I feel like you're needing an energy boost at this time. So what I am feeling is a little flat with the energy that has been going on around you previously, but it is saying that those tables are turning, and the sun brings life force energy. We also have the energy boost, and we have the high energy card. So I feel like you're going to, and the letting go is also heavy burdens, to do with heavy burnings, and that is feeling lethargic, perhaps having issues around weight or unhealthy eating, and that is making you feel either drained or heavy. Your energy feels a little heavy, and because of that heavy energy that's going on around you, it's like you're not achieving the things or getting to do all the things that you want to do. It's like you feel like you don't have enough hours in the day, or you don't feel like you have enough motivation to get through everything that you need to get through. So I do feel the energy picking up for you and turning around, but perhaps you're going to need to work out what areas or what it is that's been holding you down and causing this energy that is at a lower state, this kind of lower vibration that's been going on around you. Could it be what you're consuming, either through your eyes or through your mouth? Could it be the people that you're around and hanging around? Or could it be to do with your own health or nourishment into your body? But I do feel like the energy hasn't been very high vibration in the past, but it also feels like it's almost like you don't have, what are you looking forward to? That's the sense that I'm feeling. It's like it just feels mundane. Every day, same thing every day. Mundane, what are you looking forward to? But down the bottom, I am seeing beautiful cards, and it's going to fill your heart. You're going to have something to look forward to. It's going to, and something that brings your heart joy. But above on the top lines, I am seeing things are just kind of a little scattered and all over the place, and it's saying that the universe is bringing you an energy boost. So use this time to look at what has been making you feel a little low or a little flat lately, and work on those things that pick your energy up, boost your energy, make you feel good, because that's what's going to help you to have more things in life that you enjoy, or things to look forward to in your life. So thank you for joining me, Group 1. I will see you again next week for your full reading. Welcome back, Group 2. If you've selected the pink or the rose quartz, then this is your reading. Okay, so first of all, the vision that I got for you is a newspaper and somebody saying no news is good news. So I feel like if you haven't heard back about whatever it is you're expecting to hear back, then I feel like that's probably a good thing. Now, I am also seeing in the cards that you're waiting on more information, but things have been very slow. So it feels like that information is not coming through quick enough, but the message that I got for you is that no news is good news. So if you're not hearing back, then it's probably there's a good reason for it, or it's for a good reason. Okay, I am feeling like it's a time of nurturing, so you're either nurturing somebody around you or you're needing to nurture yourself. But I am feeling like it's nurturing those around you, or being very careful about how you say things, and you're about coming across in a very nurturing way in how you speak to people around you, which is making me feel like there's people around you that are going through something at the moment, and you're needing to help in some way. So this is a group reading, not a one-on-one, so things will resonate differently for everybody. So I don't feel like that message is for everybody, but I do feel like there's a level of nurturing required. So whether you're nurturing your own heart or you're nurturing the people around you, but I'm more inclined to say that you're needing to nurture those people around you. So something you've been expecting to happen, or more information on something, is not coming in as fast as you like, and you need to be very delicate with this situation. You need to be very kind to yourself and to others in this situation as they're waiting to hear this news. I also feel like there's good intentions around this area as well. So something around you, somebody's bringing forth good intentions, or they have good intentions. So even though they may not be heard in that way or seen in that way, I feel like there is good intentions behind whatever situation that is going on around you. It's not all bad, is what I'm hearing, and yeah, somebody is bringing in good intentions around you. So there seems to be a period of inactivity or a period of nothing going on. It's like you're waiting. There's like a waiting game. You're waiting for something to happen, or you're waiting for some kind of information, but it's like it's very slow at the moment. Perhaps it could also be for some of you that your work has been slow, or your energy has been slow, but it's something going on around you. I feel it's more of a physical thing, something like work or results or something that you're waiting on. That area has been quite slow and not a lot going on in that area. Now, I also am seeing the performance card next to that. Now, the performance card is about shining a light on somebody or getting out in the limelight. So it's putting yourself out there and being like the speaker, or putting yourself to the forefront of the situation. Now, also next to that is an energy boost. So there's an energy boost coming in that's going to help you be able to stand up and do whatever it is that you need to do, or to take the lead on this situation. So when you're needing that energy, or that when you're needing that strength is what I'm getting, then it's going to be there for you. So don't panic and think that the information's not going to come through when you need it. The information or the strength or the courage is going to be there at the moment that you're going to be needing it. This situation has been very overwhelming, and it feels like it's a slow process. Whatever this is, it's a slow process, because you see down the center line on the second column, it says slow down, inactivity, and time wasting. So all three cards indicate that it's a slow period, or something that's taking its time. So the results are not coming through as quickly as you would like, and it seems to be dragging on for a very long time. It feels very overwhelming, this situation as well. There's a level of emotion that's involved here, and the waiting seems to be, it's not, okay, the feeling that I'm getting here is that the energy is draining, it's emotional, and the waiting just seems to be making it worse. So that's where the level of strategy or the level of nurturing that's required, because it's like patience. You're needing patience in this time. So you need to be careful how you talk to people as well. So even though the sense that I'm getting is like waiting in a waiting room, and you're and this is not for everybody, this is just a sense that I'm getting. So it's like you're sitting in a waiting room and it's taking hours, and it's like almost like you want to explode and you want to go off at somebody, but it's like that's not going to help the situation. So it's saying that you need to be kind in the way you speak to other people, even though it's like something's keeping you waiting, or there's some situation that's slow and it's frustrating you or it's annoying you, but don't take those feelings out on somebody else is what I'm getting. So I'm not saying that for everybody it's to do with a waiting room or that's just the feeling that I'm getting from it, is that, yeah, it's that sense of being frustrated or annoyed over how long something's taken, and having to be careful not to have an outburst or a blow up, and it's about having to say the right words at the right time in a kind way. And that's where I'm also getting the energy of where you're standing up and being the one that's taking control, taking the lead, or being able to say the right things. It's because you've got a very apt way of saying it. So it's like you're apt for this job of saying things in a gracious way, or in a way that gets the point heard without exploding or going off around this situation. Now, there is new beginnings coming as well. Could also be to do with waiting for a child to be born, or something to do with a baby, because I'm seeing the new beginnings card is also the baby card, but it also indicates a level of protection around yourself. So it's protecting your own energy. So maybe you could be the one that's taking on the firing line in this situation. So it's about getting some level of protection around you. I also see that the mentally strong, the warrior spirit, which is the Knight of Swords. So this is where the energy speeds up a little bit here, and it's like or perhaps it's saying that you're very impatient. So you could be very impatient. There could be, for some of you, it could be something to do with the ADHD, but I feel like it's a level of impatience or a level of like a bull in a china shop kind of level of energy that's going on here in a situation where everything around you is going very slow. Okay, so for your astro cards, I'm seeing for you the life path, which is a growth, your lesson to learn, or your soul mission or destiny. Below that is the Venus card. Venus card speaks of lust, love, beauty, attraction, and femininity. And then we're seeing the people pleaser below that, the Pleiades constellation. The Pleiades, which is the 7 sisters, could be related to something to do with your sisters or your tribe of females around you, but it also could be to do with being a people pleaser, or being gentler in your approach. So right where we see the warrior spirit, next to that we see the card of being gentle. So it's almost like you want to rip into it like a bull in a china shop, but the cards are saying, please be gentle in your approach to this situation. So whatever situation this is around you, whether it's to do with a person or waiting on some kind of information, or that things have just gone slower in perhaps your business or your working life, your relationships around you, a home, perhaps you're waiting for a home to settle or to be built, or something going on that's taking a very long time and it's been very annoying. But it is saying that you need to approach it in a gentle way, but also in a stand up for yourself kind of way as well. You do need to stand up and take the lead, and you do need to stand up for yourself, but you need to do it in a way that gets your point across without being aggressive, or without being too passive as well. It's like getting the point across in a way that doesn't, it's like people will switch off. If you're gonna be aggressive in the situation, it's like people will switch off around you. Let me just see if there's anything else I can pull through for you, group 2. Okay, so the energy of these cards feels to be like a waiting game, or it's all about being careful how you say things, being careful how you respond to the situation that's going on around you. But yeah, lots and lots of cards here that indicate that there is a slowness about the situation, but whoever's involved in this is doing the best that they can. It says that they have good intentions and they're doing the best that they can in this situation. It may not be their fault, so you need to be careful not to blame that person, because it could go down the line or up the line as to where the blame lies, or perhaps the blame really doesn't lie with anybody. The situation is going to be different for everybody, but I am seeing the overall energy of the cards here is that something is going on around you that you're waiting on. You've been waiting a long time. It's becoming frustrating. It's becoming overwhelming. You have to be careful about how you deal with the situation involved, but you do need to stand up for yourself as well. You do need to stand up when the time is right and say things in the right way. So I hope this helps, group 2. I will be giving away a free reading at the end of June. So all you need to do is like this video, comment down below, and make sure you're a subscriber to the channel. Thank you. Welcome back, group 3. If you've selected the Aqua or the Caribbean Calcite, then this reading is for you. Okay, so what I see going on around you is something that requires supporting another person or supporting somebody in your family or close network. I am seeing that there's some kind of related to mental clarity. So it could be either you're getting a clearer picture of what needs to be done, or that somebody around you is going through something where there's no mental clarity. There's something going on mentally, whether that's mental illness, depression, anxiety, Alzheimer's. So there's something going on inside somebody's head that requires a level of teamwork or support, and I feel like you're part of that support network for this person. Now I do see that there is a nest change going on, so and nest change is related to your home or family. Changes going on within the home or family. So that could be somebody is leaving, somebody is coming into the family, or there's curiosity going on in that situation. So therefore you're trying to work out what is the best solution for these changes around the house or family. So I do see right next to that is changes coming up. Now changes are difficult because it's new. I feel like the situation is something that it's a decision that you're trying to make, and the situation is and it's going to be different for everybody. I must say that this is a group reading, not a one-on-one, so it's going to resonate differently for everybody. I feel like the changes coming on around you are a little fast-paced. My energy feels a little quicker with your reading. I feel like this is coming on quite quickly, or this decision needs to be made quite quickly in this situation around these changes. So I do feel like for some of you, I feel like it's to do with caring for an elderly person, or caring for somebody with mental illness or Alzheimer's, or something to do with their mental condition. It's like their mental condition's deteriorating and the situation is quite overwhelming. So therefore it's not going to be the same for everybody, but I am seeing the overall energy of these cards is that there's changes coming up around the household family, and it's going to require teamwork, or a team of professionals even, to get involved in this situation, or you're the support network for those going on around you. I feel like also there is something to do with somebody on the other side, either popping in to say hello, that they're with you to give you support at this time, or this situation for some of you could be related to somebody at their end of life. So somebody, and if that's the case for you, then you're going to know that that's the case for you. It's not going to be out of the blue. You're already aware this situation, these cards, you're aware of what is going on around you. This is not new to you. These decisions are already going on around you at the moment. Now, I feel like you need to be patient in this situation and practical as well. So we've got that Capricorn energy. The Capricorn energy is, I'm also feeling with this goat energy, I feel like it's like getting into situations that they can't get out of, or situations that somebody can't get out of on their own. It's like there's a level of having to help somebody get through a situation or get out of a situation in some way. Now, it can be overwhelming. It's a level of emotional overwhelm going on here as well. It's like it's either, I don't feel it to be too draining. I feel the energy to be a little bit chaotic. The level of emotional energy is a little bit chaotic that's going on around them, or going on around you. So it doesn't feel to be dramatic in a way that's chaotic. Let me just phrase this correctly. Okay, for one thing, the energy is coming in fast. Whatever's going on around you, decisions have to be made quickly, or the energy is coming in quite fast around this area. And it's almost like it's like you don't have time to make this choice or decision or change going on around you. It's like it just happens. It's like you don't have a lot of say in what's going on. It's like you've got to work fast with this, and it's saying you've got to make a giant leap as well. Now, I just want to jump down the bottom, because I feel like there's a line here of cards that are kind of unrelated to the top, and it's more on you on a personal level. So what it's saying is, well, actually I'm seeing take action. So here I'm seeing that you do need to take action in this situation, and it's like the universe is saying you need to take a giant leap and do this quickly. So it's like there's a sense of urgency going on around this situation. Now, for some of you, I'm seeing this energy as you're needing to do something to enjoy yourself, or to get away from this kind of energy. It's like it's been a lot, and you need to remember to enjoy yourself at this time. I don't feel like right now that's relevant. I feel like you're going to need, in the future, once you get through this situation, you're going to need to do something or have something to look forward to, because I feel like, there's quite chaotic energy going on around you. Now, looking at the cards, the cards don't seem to be hard. They don't seem to be traumatic. They just seem to be quite full on. It's like something around hard work, taking a bit more of your energy, having to give your energy to other people, trying to sort some things out, and have to work quite quickly while you're doing this. So it's like not a lot of time for yourself to sit back and relax and enjoy, is what I'm getting from the enjoyment card. It's like, you are going to need to find ways to do that coming up into the future. You're going to need to put yourself away from this situation, or once this situation is done and decisions have been made and everything settles down, the energy settles down, that's when you're going to have to remember to actually get out and kind of, I'm not going to say reward yourself, it's like you need to give back to yourself, because I feel like it's taking a lot of your energy, whatever's going on around you. Now, if I'm just going to read the overall energy of the spread here, because I feel like what I was bringing through quite strongly could be related to not everybody, but if I read the energies of this spread, what it's telling me is that the Ace of Swords tells me that there's going to be mental clarity and you need to speak your truth. So you need to be fearless and speak your truth. There is, next to that is the teamwork card, so support is required. Then we're coming up into the nest change, which means changes to your home and family. And then there's a level of curiosity around there, so it's like you're looking for which way is going to be best for you. So it may not be a caring situation, but it may be whatever decision you're making is going to have to be made amongst other people. So it relates to other people with these decisions. So I'm moving away from what we were talking about before, and now we're looking at those of you that have got some decisions or some clarity coming up in an area, but it's related to other people in some way. So some people influence the decision or influence how you handle the situation. Now there is you need to look at the bigger picture, and therefore you need to look at how it affects each person. So I see 3 people here, and it's saying that you need to see how that affects each of the people that's involved in the situation. But yeah, it's saying time to take action now, and it's asking you to take a giant leap forward to get through this chaotic, because you don't want this situation. Now, while I'm only seeing the Tower card down the bottom, is telling me that the situation could turn ugly quickly, or it could turn quite chaotic. So while I'm not seeing a lot of chaos going on in the rest of the spread, except down the bottom, it's saying that this situation, if it's not dealt with in a kind of fast way, it could turn chaotic. So you do need to get onto it, because we've got the Take Action card, the Chaos card, and it's about making decisions, but working with other people to do that. Okay, so I feel like we've got the energy, the Scorpio energy as well, and that is about determined and ruthless, or using your intuition to make the right decisions. But also being very practical and very patient about how you're making the decisions. Even though you're needing to make these decisions quite quickly, these changes that's coming on around you, or you're looking into something, what way to go, or what's the best options for your situation. But I feel like there is changes involved, because we've got the transformation card, but we also had the nest change, and this is related to you personally, or your home, or your family. Thank you for joining me, Group 3. Hope this helps you in some way. I will be giving away a free reading at the end of June. All you need to do to go into draw for that one question full spread reading is just comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next week.